You mentioned the cold, and you mentioned Derrick Henry's size and power, and that's affecting the cold. I'm curious. Let's just say, for hypotheticals, um, that the Bills and the Ravens are a pick'em game. It's a coin flip. In standard average weather, as the game gets colder and colder, who do you think gains the edge over the other? Because we've got Derrick Henry, massive guy, scariest scariest ball carrier in the
Yeah.
league. And then you've got Lamar Jackson. The running threat becomes more important as you go colder and colder in a football game. But on the other side, you've got Josh Allen, probably the biggest, burliest quarterback
Yeah.
out there. So who do you think gains the edge in these extreme cold? This will probably be the coldest game of Lamar's career so far.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned Josh Allen being as big as he is because I think that has been an underrated storyline, which is not just Derrick Henry is this like power guy. Josh Allen obviously can do that too, and it's different running back versus quarterback in the whole 9 yards there. But I do think it favors the Ravens just because the Ravens are a bigger team, and I think that they can be more physical than Buffalo can be. Buffalo's defense is lighter. So when you talk about guys like Ed Oliver, Matt Milano, some of their defensive packages, they like to play super light, multiple defensive backs out there. And then you have this Ravens team that like trots out 300-pound guys, a 300-pound fullback. You got Derrick Henry. It doesn't match up well with Buffalo. The Bills are going to have to be uncomfortable in terms of what packages they want to run. They tried to do it early in the week 4 game in terms of playing their base packages, playing with multiple defensive backs on the field. And obviously on that first play, Derrick Henry goes almost 90 yards for a touchdown on the opening possession of the game. So I think that the cold weather paired with how physical the Ravens can be, not that the Bills aren't physical, Buffalo's offensive line is also really good. But it's just going to be a matter of, you almost look at like a triangle diagram of the top 3 teams in the AFC. It feels like Buffalo loves their matchup with Kansas City. Feels like Kansas City's gotten the better of Baltimore for the majority of Lamar and Mahomes' battles with each other. And it feels like when you look at the matchup, the Ravens match up on paper better with Buffalo than they do with Kansas City. So sometimes it is just matchup based, where I don't think Buffalo's a bad team. They're one of the best teams in the league this season. But sometimes you just run into a matchup that it's not your day. And that might be what happens against the Ravens on Sunday.
Yeah. Um, I'm really excited. This is a big one.